Hey everyone, so I've done my base with my Glow Minerals Luxe foundation and mixed that with my custom cover drops by CoverFX. And now I'm going in with my MAC Pro Sculpting Cream in Coffee Walnut. And to apply this, I'm using the Blank Canvas Cosmetics F40 contour brush. This has synthetic bristles, so it works brilliantly with cream products. As it is the winter and I don't have any colour to my skin, I'm going to go very lightly with this. I'm just applying this to the hollows of the cheeks. And then on my pencil brush by Sigma, I'm applying a small amount just down the sides of my nose. If you've got quite pale skin, then you can use something like Hollow by Illamasqua. That's a cream product, but it's great for contour for very pale skinned people. So this has defined my nose and cheekbones. Next I'm going to add a little bit of warmth to the skin, and I'm using my Soleil Tan by Chanel. To apply it, I'm using my Mini Kabuki by Neve Cosmetics, and I'm working the Chanel product in around my hairline and just down the sides of my cheekbones. I'll also apply a little bit down the centre of my nose and a little bit on my chin, and this is just going to add warmth to the areas that the sun would naturally hit. I'm not going for a tanned look, just a healthy glow. Now, as you know, I don't often include concealer in my tutorials because I don't really need it, but I'm including it today for those of you that do, and this is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, and what I love about this is it's really pigmented but it's really light. And then using the same sponge, I'm just pressing some translucent powder by M&S over the top of that, and this is going to just soak up any excess oil. I'm also setting the foundation that's on my eyelids, as we're not going to be using any eyeshadow today. And I'm setting the T section of my face, so my forehead, down the centre of my nose and my chin. And then I'm going over the skin with my hands to make sure it's not dusty. Over the areas I've applied the Chanel, I'm going in with my Shiseido bronzer, and I'm applying that to the areas I applied the cream. This will add a little bit of extra warmth, and being as it's a powder, it will also set that cream in place. The brush I'm using here is by Blank Canvas Cosmetics, and it's the F04 angled contour brush. For brows, I'm going to change it up. I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in Taupe, and the brush I'm using is the MAC 266 brush. With the brow pomade, I start at the very base of the brow and I create light-handed flicks through the base all the way up to the arch. Then starting in the middle at the top of the eyebrow, I start pulling the bristles downwards at an angle, creating small hair stroke marks. And then I continue this down the tail of the brow. If you don't naturally have much of a tail, then you will need to extend it slightly. Then using what's left on the bristles of the brush, I'm going to fill in the front of the brow. I just swipe my brush up and down, backwards and forwards, filling in this area, and it gives it a slightly powdered finish, which will leave this area looking lighter at the front, exactly how a natural brow does. Then using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel, I'm going to set those hairs in place. Obviously the pomade is sort of waterproof and it doesn't really shift, but powders and pencils can, and this clear brow gel will help keep those in place and from shifting. To give the brows a more clean, immaculate finish, I'm lining underneath them with the same Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. I'm using one that matches my skin tone, but if you want a brightening effect, then use one that's slightly lighter. And as you can see, they look well groomed but still very natural. Next, I'm moving on to eyeliner. I'm using my Bobbi Brown gel liner in Ink Black, and to make it waterproof, I'm mixing it with Duraline by Inglot. So looking down into a mirror, so we've got our skin stretched nicely, I'm applying the liner very close to the lash line all the way along from the inner corner to the outer corner of the eye. From the middle of the lid, you want to start thickening that eyeliner and lifting the brush up slightly so we're getting a thicker line on that outer corner. The key when doing this is to take your time, don't rush it. Once you've filled in that outer corner, you want to draw a line from the very outer edge upwards in a straight line, and then come back on yourself from the tip downwards towards the middle of your eye. And this is going to create a wing. Again, take your time when doing this and go back over it as many times as you need to build it up until you've got a nice straight line. Once you're happy and you've got both eyes symmetrical, we're going to move on to the inner corners of the eyes and create a nice point. You want to use just the very tip of your bristles, and then from the inner corner of that point, going to pull it back into the tear duct. That's going to give us a nice V-line appearance to the inner corner of our eyes. Then I'm just tight lining and making sure it's nice and inky underneath and there's no pink tones. Next, you want to give your lashes a good curl. I'm using my Uemura eyelash curlers because they literally are the best, and I'm using my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara to give my lashes some drama. At the minute, I'm only applying it to my top lashes. For false lashes, I'm using these Demure lashes in Aubrey, and these are absolutely stunning. When you want to get your lashes right to the root, you want to give them a little wiggle, but if you've not already seen it, you can see my tutorial on how to apply false eyelashes up close. Now I'm applying a coat of this mascara to my bottom lashes. As I don't want the lashes to look clumpy in mascara, I'm applying one coat, and then I'm inserting tiny individual lashes by Peaches and Cream, and this is going to make the bottom lashes look fuller but without looking clumpy. Again, refer back to my eyelash tutorial for a more in-depth explanation. Now for the main part of this look, the lips. I'm using Cherry Lip Liner by MAC. An alternative favourite of mine would be the NARS Matte Velvet Lip Pencil in Mysterious Red. Or if you're on a budget, you can use the Bourjois Velvet Lip Glosses. So they go on like a gloss but set like a matte finish. And 01 is a really beautiful red. So the reason I've chose this is because I love the finish of this pencil, I love the cherry red, and I also love the fact that it is a pencil, it's going to last longer than a lipstick, and these are so super soft, they just glide on brilliantly, and the pigment payoff is phenomenal. So what you need to remember when you're using a red pencil is to sharpen your pencil so you've got a nice edge to work with, you're going to get nice crisp clean lines, but you also want to make sure you get right into those inner corners. If you prefer the matte red lip, stop here. I'm using this glitter glue by Lit Cosmetics and this red glitter by Krylon. I'm applying it to one lip at a time, so I'm starting with the glue on the top lip, and I'm making sure to take that glue to the border and the very inner corners. Then dipping my brush into the cosmetic glitter, I'm pressing that over the top of the glue. Tap the excess off the brush first, otherwise you'll end up with it all down your chin, and then just keep reapplying it until the glue's completely dried and you've got no gaps on your lips. Then you want to do the same with your bottom lip. Apply the glue first right in the corners and at the borders, then go in with your cosmetic glitter and cover your entire bottom lip. Moving on to blush, I'm using Sweet as Cocoa by MAC, and I'm applying that with my Zoeva Luxe Face Focus brush. To give the lips some added glam, I'm applying a small amount of MaryLou Manizer highlighter to the Cupid's bow and a little bit above my brow bone and a small amount on the tops of my cheekbones, and I'm just applying that with my finger. Hey everyone, so I hope you enjoyed my simple festive makeup look with the touch of glam on the lips. You can go for a chunkier glitter if you prefer. This one's a lot more comfortable to wear because it's a super fine cosmetic glitter. If you're going to wear lips like this, then I'd definitely go for the liner first because it's going to be your base. So if any of this wears off, it's more likely to stain your lips as opposed to a lipstick that might wear off. And if you're going out, the best way to get this to be secure for most of the night is to drink for a straw. So guys, don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so, and if you've missed my previous tutorials you can click on these now and it will take you to those. You can also follow me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, and they are all at ShowMe MakeUp. The links to those are in the description bar below. All the products I've used will be listed below as well. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!